I'm Carolyn Young, Chief Executive of Retail NZ, and welcome to today's episode where we'll be discussing the changing face of health and safety. We expect the episode today to take about 10 minutes, so grab a coffee, take a break, and get ready to learn more about health and safety and what it looks like in 2024 and beyond. Today, I'm joined by Tane van der Boon, who is the founder of Inviol, an AI-powered health and safety software company. Tane's journey began at Vulcan Steel's IT team, where he spearheaded innovation uses for AI for safety, sparking the inception of Inviol. Tane's commitment to teaching computers to see has transformed how businesses like Placemakers and Woolworths New Zealand manage workplace hazards. Welcome, Tane.
Thanks for having me.
So look, this is a really exciting topic, and I think the thing that I like the most about it is that we're really looking at, how do we look at things in 2024 and beyond? So I guess, can you share a little bit about what inspired Invol's approach to integrating AI into health and safety practices? Because, health and safety is such a critical part for businesses today, and it's, really great to see leaning into technology to help us manage those spaces.
So like you mentioned, I worked at Vulcan Steel for a long time, part of the IT team, but we did a lot of M&A and work of integrating new businesses onto our platforms that we built in-house. And one of the things that was always challenging, was how different businesses manage safety, manage risk. And then I suppose a real core problem that, we saw as a company that caused risk was this sort of idea of complacent behavior creeping in over time. And just to maybe really simplify that as an example, machinery, let's just say a forklift unloading something from the side of a truck. It's pretty uncommon that that stock falls off the side, right? It doesn't happen very often. These people know what they're doing. And then over time, people, I suppose, start to take more and more risk and get closer and closer because this thing doesn't fail. And then, but what often happens is when there is an incident, it's because this behavior has been happening for a long time and the risk is increasing over time and no one really sees it. Everybody feels safe, but then something breaks or something goes wrong or someone has an accident, right, which happens and someone's in the wrong place. So I think we sort of saw this and we wanted to look for ways that we could identify that proactively early and then give businesses tools to train and coach team members, right? So I suppose we wanted a way to look at this risk that was occurring in our business and then proactively address it. So yeah, I saw that problem at Vulcan and yeah, thought AI along with some apps and the platform was a pretty awesome way to solve it.
And I guess it's that creep factor, right? As soon as you start moving a little bit away from the process, then that becomes the new norm, and then you move a little bit further away and so on and so forth. And that's what can create accidents. And I guess that's where technology, I'm assuming, that's how you saw the role of technology and AI, changing that approach in the workplace in terms of safety. And I just wonder what sort of trends you're noticing as a result of that.
Yeah, I think, well, two things to start on your comment here. I think that like coaching and training is usually really good when people start at the business as well. But then that goes away, and then that's when that risk sort of starts to creep in. So I think what we're just trying to do is help these people responsible understand when that's happening. And then I think from a trend perspective, or probably where we lead is like our results perspective. So I probably just clarify, this isn't about watching cameras everywhere in the business. It's about sort of picking distinct locations and having a look at what's going on where there's high risk involved. And then, with some of our, I suppose, customers to date that have done this, we sort of see 2 to 3 times reduction in risk within their first, couple of months of going live, right? So I think these tools are a real effective way to understand what's going on and then, yeah, drive change through your business, right?
And I guess they offer those training opportunities to be able to demonstrate to staff, look, this is what we've seen and this is what is wrong about this and this is what is right and this is how you would fix it, I guess. So it's a great ongoing training opportunity for staff.
Yeah. Do you want to have a little look at a couple of examples
That would
before
be
we keep
amazing.
going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll just share my screen. Okay. Awesome. So this is the loading unloading exclusion zone. So these guys don't want people in this zone while forklifts are loading and unloading. So yeah, essentially we detect that type of thing, right? So this is a quick example. I think this is really what I was talking about before. This person is very used to things not falling off the truck when it's getting loaded and unloaded. So they were quite close to the truck and the load. So nothing's gone wrong here, but this is an awesome opportunity for coaching to proactively sort of mitigate that risk, right? I can take this video to the team. I can have a non-blame related conversation with them, not specific to person. It could be everybody to go, hey, what could have gone wrong here? That thing could have fallen off. And if it did, you really would have been in a bad position, right? That's a heavy bit of steel, for
Yeah.
example. Similarly here, going under something, under a load, this is really pretty dangerous and not the type of thing that we want to see. So, if something went wrong here, it would be catastrophic, genuinely, right? Probably in both of those scenarios. And this just creeps in over time because you get used to the crane not failing, the chain not failing. There's all these actual single points of failure, but we're just not thinking about them all the time when we're in that environment doing these, what can be a little bit repetitive tasks, right? We
Yeah.
just get this complacency and this autopilot kicks in. So we're just trying to create a tool so you can talk to people and remind them of that. We're starting to get into things like, understanding how people are bending and behaving or moving, so jumping off the sides of vehicles. So yeah, a range of different examples of some things we can sort of do with this technology and how it can enable conversations.
I think because the fact is that every business has to comply with the Health and Safety at Work Act, and you want your employees to go home in the same space as what they came. So you want an employee to come to work in a healthy way, and you want them to leave work. And I guess it really supports a business's ability to comply with the act.
100%. Yeah, we want to see everyone go home at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
yeah, and that's and it's really actually interesting, right? Like we take a video like that to a team, and especially when it's not finger pointing, they often don't realize, oh, like crap, I was there. Like you just don't even know. So we just see a real shift really quickly, which is pretty awesome.
And does it make a difference in these solutions? Do they make a difference to an employee's well-being? Are they the sort of outcomes you're seeing?
Yeah, I think, well, that's definitely an approach that we take. We don't take the security camera type monitoring approach. We sort of pick some high risk areas and then we really have this platform that drives coaching and training, which is really important to empower people. It can be used in a positive way as well. We see good things, conversations, right? It's not always negative in health and safety. We need to look at both sides of the tack and I suppose have empowering conversations with the team. And it's pretty transformational. I've seen some really awesome results with some customers, of how they behave in and around and outside of sites, with our customers, their customers is pretty awesome and transformational.
So when businesses are just starting to embrace these technologies, what are some of the practical steps that you'd recommend for integrating AI into their existing safety protocols? How would they go about doing that?
Yeah, I think it's a really good question. And I think the key thing is like evaluating the problem that you're trying to solve at your business. So a lot of these tools can be quite shiny and exciting. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm really into AI and I get excited about all these sorts of things, but we have to bring it back to something that's practical. And how is it practically going to be applied into your business? What's the business process that supports it? How am I going to integrate it? So I think there's doing a review and finding one that fits in with what you guys do. That's really important. And hopefully it actually helps you solve the business outcome. Like AI is awesome, but how do I turn that into something that's practical and usable? And I believe that Inviol does that really well. That's, definitely our angle. How do we turn these AI insights into something actionable? That's really important that you have a tool to help you do that. But I think that goes with any AI solution, right? We just need to understand what we're trying to solve and make sure it's giving us actionable, followable insights to make our lives easier, not just noise and data for no reason.
And not more complex, right? And we know that the health and safety landscape continues to evolve, and we know there's a review out at the moment. But what do you envisage for the future, and sort of what exciting developments do you think that Inviol will be able to provide to retailers, going forward?
Yeah, so I've got a little thing I'll actually show you because this is quite cool. So I really like this idea, and this should play in a minute, right? So what we've done here is we can actually feed an image into a multimodal model and ask it what's unsafe and what a root cause would be and to do an analysis, right? So this is definitely where we're heading. This idea of these models or tools that can support us at work, getting an understanding faster, getting some ideas and actions faster, and working through these processes that we need to do without having to just do all, I suppose, the typing or the manual components around it, right? It just helps reduce the time that we need to spend here. I think it makes us more efficient and, in general can make us, really safe. I think from our perspective at Inviol, there's definitely a shift towards also predictive modeling. So, we've got all these insights of things that are going on. We can take all these inputs from other data sources, like how much stock is coming in, are people sick, all these types of things, and overlay it around what we already know about risk in your business and start to give you foresight about, where you might want to spend some more attention today. So, I sort of envision it. You wake up in the morning as someone, a site leader or a health and safety leader at a site, and Inviol can help guide you where there might be some elevated risk for the day, which is just going to help, keep our people safe and get everyone home at the end of the day.
Amazing. Look, that's just a little snippet into some of the amazing technology that Inviol are developing that's going to help your businesses comply to the health and safety and have really great wellbeing for your staff. If you want more information, do go to www.inviol.com. So it's inviol.com, and you'll find lots more information there. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tana. It's been such a pleasure to speak with you and hear about how Inviol is making places safer throughout New Zealand.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. And
Look,
it was really enjoyable chatting about technology with you.
Yeah, no, technology and AI is a really challenging but inviting space. So thank you all to our Retail NZ partners who enables us to keep you up to date with everything retail, including Inviol, Westpac, MasterCard, Visa, Meridian and Z Energy. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us. Hope the coffee was great. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to Retail Unplugged on your preferred channel so you can keep up to date with all the current industry knowledge. Until next time, ka kite anō. Bye for now. Kia ora.
Good.